Okay, hi guys. I am so excited for today. My hair dye from Sally's finally came in the mail and I am so ready to get rid of this absolute train wreck. Look how many different colors are in here. Okay, so let me fill you guys in with what I want to do. So originally, the first idea I had was to do split dye, half black, half blonde. I thought that's the way I was gonna go for sure, but as cool as that looks, upon thinking about it, and like the maintenance required to keep up that, and if I ever wanted to change it, I feel like that would be just a whole ass mess because I feel like the halves of the hair would always just be different colors forever, like I don't know, unless I just like dyed it all black or something eventually, but I don't know, I just decided that that wasn't worth the effort really, even though it looks really cool. I love when people have split hair, but I just don't know about it. So I wanted to do something with like black and blonde, so I searched black and blonde hair and I was looking through people's pictures trying to think, what should I do with black and blonde, because I love black and blonde. That like classic Christina Aguilera, like with the blonde with like all the black streaks in it, is like my favorite hair ever. That's not what I want though, but because like I don't know how to do that. I'm sure it would look like shit if I did that, but point is I wanted something black and blonde for sure. So then something clicked in my brain. I remember I don't really listen to K-pop anymore, but I used to when I was a lot younger, and I specifically remembered seeing a K-pop girl with like some really cool black and blonde that I had wanted to do, but I never ended up doing it. After some research, I figured out who it was. It's the girl from Sistar. I'm not gonna bother trying to pronounce her name because I don't want to make a fool of myself, but she's the hot one from Sistar. If you guys know that band. I'll put pictures of her though. So she had this like long black or like dark brown, but then she had like blonde like right up in here kinda. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do today. I hope it looks good on me. I hope it works. Let's get this black. It's actually not black. I chose darkest brown instead of black. Yeah, darkest brown from Ion. I ordered this from Sally's. It is permanent hair color. I haven't used permanent hair color since like 2015, so that's a thing. I basically can't change this. So let's put my hair into sections. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna split it right, like I'm gonna take my thumb, go like right above my ear, and then take this chunk. I'm just gonna do this little chunk is gonna be blonde, but since we're doing the black first, or the dark brown, that doesn't look quite right. Okay, clearly I'm not amazing at doing that, but hopefully my two brain cells can figure out how to navigate around these like buns I made. This one's a little bit better than the other one. I don't know why this one just like sucks. I'm sure there's a much easier way to do this. I'm an idiot and that's just facts. Okay. Instructions. I've never used a dye like this before. I've done permanent dye, but I've always just gotten like the box dye from the drugstore or whatever. I actually ordered some nice like dye. Hopefully I don't do it wrong. This is like for professionals only, I think. Okay, I'm nervous. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just go. I've never been more nervous before about anything in my life. All right, and we're using 20 developer. I just bought this developer, so I've never used it before. I hope that it's good. 1:1 ratio. I'm using this freaking jar, you guys, and stirring it with a chopstick. Okay, Jenna thinks she has a ratchet salon. Bitch, welcome to my house. Okay, I just stirred it for like 3 years. It looks like frosting or something. Why do I always want to eat my hair dye? Oh god. Yeah, I know it processes the fastest at the roots. You guys can like relax in the comments. Okay, so the reason that I'm actually doing permanent, which I never thought I would do, so when I first suggested to my best friend that I was gonna do split dye, like black and blonde, she started talking to me about permanent dye. She was like, oh, you should get like dark brown dye instead of black dye. And I was like, yo, we're doing semi-permanent, dog. Ain't nobody got time for permanent dye around here. But then like I thought about it and I was like, listen, she's right, because if I wanted to do, okay, if I was doing all black, just solid complete black, maybe I would do semi-permanent, right? But the thing about semi-permanent, like I've had semi-permanent black before. That's what I had before I went yellow and like bleached my hair earlier this year, or in 2019 I think. And basically what happened was, and okay, so I know about semi-permanent blacks, and they bleed in the shower, like just like any other semi-permanent dye, they bleed. They bleed like a blue usually, like a dark blue, dark bluish purplish type color. And they kind of fade to a blue eventually as well, but that's fine, like if you want to touch it up a lot. Okay, here's the thing though. Doing black with blonde, if that black bleeds in the shower, like I'm not gonna wash my hair every time by like little ass sections. Like I'm just not that type of person. Like I just can't, like I gotta just like wash my hair all at once in the shower, like, you know what I mean? If I have blonde anywhere in my hair, I can pretty much guarantee you that blonde is gonna turn blue. Like when the black dye bleeds in the shower, it's just gonna like stain the blonde and it's not gonna be blonde. It's gonna be like a blue. So yeah, semi-permanent is not really an option. Also, like having to touch it up so much while also having blonde around, I'm sure the blonde would get stained one way or another. So I did realize eventually that my friend was correct all along, and that I should be doing permanent if I want to do this, if I want to do a black and blonde combo. So here I am doing it for the first time. I'm so nervous. Like I never really get nervous when dyeing my hair, because I'm like, it's just like, you know, I can get it out eventually, like whatever. But this is like, bitch, I can't get this out. If I don't like it, like I can't really get it out. I mean, it would take like a really long time, lots of effort. Oh, and I guess the reason she said to get like a dark brown instead of a black is because, I mean, it is gonna look pretty much the same, except like when the light hits it, I'll probably see like the brown shades, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like pretty dark, like practically black. And if I do if I do make the decision to try to get it out, it will be like slightly easier, you know what I mean, than like a pure black. I've had permanent box dye black before, and yeah, I didn't get it out. I just waited till it grew out. Like there was no getting it out. This is some like more professional dye, I guess, but still. How in the world am I gonna do this? Bruh. This thing is falling out. How am I supposed to know what to not dye? Y'all, I'm panicking. If you're like a professional, please don't hate on me right now. I can already tell this is a good bleach and developer set, because like just in mixing it, it's just like so smooth. I don't know how to describe it, and it doesn't even smell that horrific. So that not every single comment is gonna be like, where is Brad Mondo? I'm gonna not apply it to the roots first. It's the next day, and this is pretty much the final look. I'm really happy with this. I left the bleach in these parts for, I would say, about 30 minutes. I didn't want to leave it in too long. I was kind of worried about it just because, I don't know, if something bad could happen, but maybe I should have left it in a little bit longer, because as you can see, it's kind of a weird tone. It's kind of like a pink, kind of copperish, but I'll just keep putting purple shampoo in it, and I know that'll help with the copper tones and kind of turn it into more of a blonde, but I don't know what to do about those pink tones yet, but I'm gonna figure that out later. I don't want to damage my hair any further right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like this for a little bit. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with it. I'm getting used to having like really dark hair around like this part again that like frames my face, but yeah, I definitely am glad that I used the dark brown and not the black, because as you can see, like it pretty much looks black, so I definitely didn't need to use like jet black or anything. I don't really know how it looks from the back. I don't really mind the copper as much as I mind the like kind of peach tone. When it was wet, it looked like really peach. I'm kind of pissed that it's looking like peach, because peach is like probably my least favorite color other than like salmon, or is that the same thing? I don't know. And I was really concerned about it, but then it dried and it somehow looks a little bit better, but the tones like right here I'm not loving. Something I really like about this look is that it can definitely be like mostly black like this, and then when I tuck my hair behind my ears, the like blonde really shows. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You guys can let me know what you think about this, but I'm pretty happy with it. This is a pretty drastic change for me. And the black is permanent, so I'm not going to be changing my hair for a long time unless I mess with like these. But yeah, I'm happy to have like a hair color just to stick with for a while. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for these parts. Probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put purple shampoo on it for a while. If the pink is still showing quite a bit, I'm gonna maybe do the baking soda method, because I've seen people do that on pink hair and apparently it works really well in lifting pink. But obviously I'm gonna wait a while before I do that, because that can be like a little bit damaging. So yeah. This is what I'm working with for now, and honestly I don't hate it. I'm pretty happy with it. I wish this was like blonde, but that's okay. I can definitely live with this for a while, so thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.